Hello there, Aries. Right, so we're just going to get straight into this. I'm going to do love messages, but as you know, I'm here to primarily help the twin flames. But if this helps somebody else, then okie dokie. So it's for Venus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries. But really, the nature of how I channel messages, this could resonate for you, whatever you are. Yeah, but I am doing this as, you know, with the signs because I'm doing them separately. Right, so anyway, let's get into this. So this is going to be, it can work out that's a collective message. It's going to resonate with many Aries placements, or like say anyone, or it could be that this is a more specific message. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. So we're going to go straight in with what do we need to know about the divine feminine energy and a twin flame connection of whoever this message resonates with. So bear in mind, this could be you that I'm speaking to, or this could be your connection, regardless of whether you know them or not. Because some people know their twin flame, some people are with their twin flame, some people don't know who their twin flame is. So just whatever. Right, what do we need to know about divine feminine in the subconscious space? We'll just keep it to 3 cards unless I'm going to pull more. Keep an open mind, but I've pulled it in reverse. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I feel, again, like the way that my guys speak to me, the cards, is I feel this is about that with this Aquarius new moon, because these messages are being channeled within the new moon energy. It's a Pisces moon right now, which will make me even more super psychic than what I naturally am. It's basically, I just feel like you're keeping an open mind within whatever is going on with your connection. But there's this kind of excited, anxious energy behind it, because that's the nature of Aquarius, like Uranus energy. It is kind of erratic. And then these messages are also for Mercury going direct this week as well. It's just like you really don't kind of know what's coming next. And that's what's kind of making you apprehensive, but quite excited. And okay, I guess you're getting 4 cards because they just let down on the floor. Separation is what like landed upright, but I'm more feeling that this is for twin flame connections that have been in separation for quite some time. Now, for some of you, this could be months, but it's felt like an eternity because, like I've said before, the twin flame connection is that strong that even like I've helped people that even if they're apart from someone for a matter of weeks or months, I've got people blowing up my inbox because they, you know, they can't, they feel like they can't go on, like seriously. But those of us that have been, and I'm not laughing because again, I know that the feelings are very intense and very strong. But what I'm saying is it's like for those people that have been given the journey of being apart from their twin flame for years, or perhaps people that haven't even met their twin flame, but you've been alone for decades or whatever, it's the feelings are still strong, but you manage to integrate, you know, your everyday life to not being centered around that person. Really, that's what everyone needs to do anyway. But I feel whatever the deal is there, I more feel this is going to resonate for people that have been in separation a number of years. I feel that separation is coming to an end, but it's just you're not, you perhaps don't have a clue what is going on with your twin flame. You'll have a sense of it though, and it's just that's what is going on in the subconscious. Yeah. So and remember, divine feminine can be a man or a woman or whatever you identify as. We've also got learn, let love show you how to learn from each other. I feel this is the divine feminine having an understanding that everything has unfolded the way it was meant to. And you know, time has shown you what this connection means to you as well as the other person. But obviously there is different things going on within. It's the same going on within you, but different. And we'll see when we do the divine masculine side. You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you're close. I feel this is about the love has been reawakened is what I'm hearing within the divine feminine energy. So definitely for those of you that have been on this journey a long time, been missing your twin flame for a long time, but I feel because something has been ignited in them and, you know, they're on their spiritual awakening, a lot of them I feel are in a very dark place or a confused place or, you know, just needing to hermit and really go within to heal. So they're not coming forward yet. But I do feel we'll see what comes up in the divine masculine side. But it's the power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. But either way, so it's like, yeah, there is this, the heart beating faster, and it's about this excited energy, but like say apprehension. And it is because you can feel they're being pulled close. But right now, let's now put them back and let's see what's going on in the divine masculine subconscious. Now, bear in mind, the way that I do this is also, both sides can be you, because we've all got divine feminine, divine masculine, and because I channel for twin flames, there should be some sort of element of it that you can resonate with. That's the best way that I can put it. Right. Divine masculine, what is going on in the subconscious of the divine masculine, with whoever is going to resonate with this. And let me know below if this does resonate for you, or at least like it, please, because nobody can see that. I get that people are lurkers, shy. Signs, watch out for the signs leading you to true love. Now remember, this is in the subconscious, this is what's lurking beneath. So divine masculine is very much noticing the signs. I feel being guided to, being guided to a lot of the, I think this came up for Aries before, being guided to signs. I feel a lot through music coming in for the divine masculine, like, perhaps even waking up, hearing songs or lyrics to songs, perhaps not even songs that they really know, and then they're having to Google it and being like, wow, because that's what spirit we're talking about to me a lot today. So there is something like that going on, just like, you know what, it's interesting. I wondered where that was going to come up. I was watching Bruce Almighty at the weekend. I watched like 3 films back to back, and they were all actually quite lovey-dovey ones. They were on the TV. But it was like 50 First Dates, which is one of my favourites. Bruce Almighty, loved that as well. And what was the other one? It'll come back to me, but they were all kind of love ones. And the thing that's significant is in Bruce Almighty, when he's kind of, he's taken her for granted, and that bit always used to upset me when I was younger. That, she's praying, and he sees that every night and day that she's prayed, she's actually prayed a lot of time for him. And it's like he is now seeing her through God's eyes and realizing how blessed he was to have this woman in his life, but he's lost her. But, I don't know, really, everyone's seen Bruce Almighty, but it's kind of like, it was more so there's that element. I always used to find that really upsetting when he can, she's praying to be let go of this connection. And if you're on the twin flame journey, you will, regardless of, divine feminine, regardless of whether that was you ages ago or whether that's you right now, you're going to be like, oh, holy shit, yeah, that really resonates. But it was more the bit where like she's leaving the house and he's manipulating the signs. So it's kind of like, Bruce loves Grace, Grace loves Bruce, Bruce and Grace forever. Like, it's everywhere, but that is what it's like on the twin flame journey, once you awaken to that. Anyway, so release your ex. That's why I was like, wow, the time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, a lot of divine masculines are in the middle of or about to part from karmic partners. So that's why, there's a hold up, that's what Mercury retrograde does. And I mean a hold up as in, like, obviously if someone's been with someone else, you shouldn't be expecting them to like turn up at your door any minute because they're with someone else. And you've got to respect, if someone is in a relationship, they're in a relationship. It doesn't mean you've not got a connection with them. But like I've said before, it's a personal thing, but there's a level of respect that I personally feel you have to have, and that's interesting. A message just came through as I'm channeling this. So, there may be a message coming in for somebody watching, to explain what has been going on. But yeah, I really do feel there are, actual breakups going on there, because Aquarius energy shakes things up. Mercury retrograde helps you reevaluate your life. But also it's just destined, twin flame connections are destined and fated, and there's people are being booted onto them where they've held back, ran away from the connection. And there is something here about, though, a lot of divine masculines have actually been away from karmic partners, karmic situations, like, because karmic situations aren't always an ex, partner, but where we're talking about ex-partners, they've actually been away from them for quite a while, but they didn't just want to jump ship from one person to the other. This is all very interesting. Right, so let's get one more about this. And also, if this is you watching this, but both of you need to even if you haven't been in a relationship for a very long time, you need to really scan your energy field. You need to get an energy healer. This is everything that I can do. You know, and anyone else you're drawn to, but if you're watching this, you know, if you're one of the old timers, you need to get somebody to scan your energy, you know, or do past life regression, hypnotherapy, you know, shamanic journey with me, or, you know, watch one of my recorded journeys here. That can help people just as much. A personal session, not just as much. It can help people a lot, because I'm getting the messages a lot about, wow, that cleared a lot of energy. But it depended on, you know, personally for me, yeah, I watch free stuff on YouTube too, but it depends how serious it is in your life. You know, I invest in people when I want to get the personal results for me. So that's a personal call for you. But those videos that I put out, I love that they're there. And there's another message, so persistent messages. There, and that's funny because I normally turn my phone off, but they told me to leave it on. It's there's basically, I feel the energy coming through here is really strong. I'm being guided to, when it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. And there was a lot about stars last night when I was channeling that live stream for the new moon in Aquarius. I really do feel, again, in this connection, someone is feeling really, my words are getting all tongue-tied. They're feeling tongue-tied, perhaps stopping them from coming forward. Someone's feeling really down, basically, right? So it could be that because there are a lot of shit going on, breakups, or it could just be problems with karmic situations. They've got other stuff going on, basically. So they're aware of this connection, but they're needing to sort out stuff before coming forward. What else was I saying there? Yeah, there's a lot about stars last night when I was channeling. Obstacles, wow, shit, yeah. So, I mean, this is pretty clear. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. Yeah, so what I was saying there was, even if you've been like single for a long time, you need to scan your energy for what subconscious blocks, because this is in the subconscious, may really be blocking you from opening your heart to allowing someone in. So this is on the divine masculine side. So noticing the signs, again, in the dreams too, because it's subconscious, so they could actually be like, I could see that, but I'm just going to ignore it. They could be knowing, this is another way it could go, could be knowing that they're not in something that excites them or is good for them, or both. But again, it could not, they might not have done anything about it yet. But they're looking for ways around, wouldn't want to call a karmic an obstacle, but again, that doesn't need to be a person. It could be that, you know, it's got an addiction to alcohol or drugs or sex, or, you know, like meaningless relationships, or just kind of, you know, not deep connection, whatever it is. You know, they're being guided to look at the obstacles, right? This has already been 10 minutes, right? Let's, in the conscious mind, anyway, we'll just go with in the conscious mind of the divine feminine, 3 cards. What have we got for the divine feminine in the conscious mind of this connection? Dreams. Share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. What I'm instantly getting is the divine feminine is very aware in this connection that both of you want the same thing, but that there's a real need of, the word isn't convincing, because you should never have to convince somebody of something that they want, but it's convincing someone's worthiness. So there's a real lack of worthiness in both parts, or one part. And if it's just one part, one twin has been through this before, of really feeling very unworthy. And there's not, you know, there's not a magic wand somebody can wave to make you feel worthy, but it's just about, it's better to talk about these feelings of not being able to forgive yourself or feeling unworthy, rather than like staying away from the reality. There's something here about the divine feminine being aware that perhaps the divine feminine has been in that state of constant fantasizing and never taking action towards the twin flame. Now, that could have been for many reasons. That could have been fear of rejection, although I do feel lots of divine feminines did put the feelers out. Some would have done it too much. You know, like perhaps trying to convince somebody that they feel the same. And again, I would always steer clear of that, because you shouldn't have to convince somebody that they feel the same. Twin flame dynamics, there's separation for a reason, and it's because you have to face yourself and really just quite simply, the best way to put it is if you've met a twin flame young, it's just you've needed to live out your lives a little bit apart from one another to come back together again. I wouldn't be surprised if that you and I were too young came out of that other day, like comes out the other day, because it's like, if you had got together young, I can feel that a lot of people, there would have been cheating because people would have wanted to explore past there's new, or they would have sabotaged it with some other kind of thing, but usually it would be getting other people involved. So, and I feel that would really resonate with quite a lot of people there. And remember, this is the divine feminine side, but yeah, there's a need. The divine feminine knows that there's a need that the divine masculine may be staying in that stuck, fantasizing, dreaming about it, and now that's going to be a little bit worse if they are actually still with someone else. It reminds me of someone once told me that they had a message from someone, and it was they'd been apart, or they still are apart from their twin flame for years, and it was like someone had picked up on the timeline that it was like, yeah, they are just going to like long after you, lust long after, but it's really, it is love, it's not just lust, but you do want your twin flame like that too. Like it was something like, that they are just going to do that from afar and be in their life with someone else. And it was like the women saw that they were going to be with someone else and have children. And when I heard that, I was just like, wow, like if people can do that, then they've got my respect. But I couldn't do that. Like if that was me, I think I would rather actually like, no, like and it's the same with like, I don't mind saying that I've actually been told along the years that it's quite possible someone wouldn't come forward in my life, well, twin flame wouldn't come forward in my life until I'm with someone else. And I just think that's fucked up. That's playing games. That's like breaking someone else's heart, knowing that, yeah, like, and again, I would, this is very raw, but we are in Aries and I'm Aries. If you want to get involved with other people, life's for living, don't stop yourself. But if you are of the same vibration as me and there's not that strong desire to, it's not like, it's what I was saying about Tantra and celibacy and everything. I only want to connect with someone like that intimately if it's somebody that I really care about and there's really strong feelings there. And I've actually been like that since I was a teenager. And I just understand it more now. And again, it is to do with where my Saturn placement is as well. That's about long-term relationships and commitment. So yeah, it's just kind of like, that's not really my thing, but I do feel it's my soul's journey and mission as well, is that I just understand this process and I don't want to get anyone else involved. But that's not where everyone will be at. So what I would say to, if you're cross-watching this for, a twin flame, is don't stay away until you're 100% healed, because nobody ever is. And it is taking a chance. Like it is taking a chance that the person that you love isn't going to get fed up and move on. Now, this is why I personally, at this stage in my life, I'm always open-minded, but I couldn't see me allowing another romantic connection in my life, like seriously, because I wouldn't want to complicate matters anymore when I can feel I'm closer to union coming in, because I feel very comfortable with myself. So anyway, openness, being too open. But yeah, so I feel people would, this is conscious, so be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. So that's my divine guidance. So I feel a lot of Aries will be the same as me. It's kind of like, it just wouldn't feel authentic is what I'm saying. And if by weird sort of stuff I would want to get romantically involved with someone that wasn't my twin flame, I'm making videos about being a twin flame healer and having a twin flame. So, they might not find it, but again, I'm not really into lying. So if someone was up for hanging out with me and they knew that, they're not my one and only, then great. But, I wouldn't want to do that to someone. Yeah. But anyway, that's a very wordy way of explaining that, but that's the best way that I can explain it. What else do we want to say about that? Yeah, oh yeah, because that all came from that never resonated with me when it was like, yeah, your twin flame, whoever they are, will only come forward once they realize that they've lost you, but not just lost you, like lost you to someone else. And I'm just like, that's total playing games. And I'm not up for that. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to get in a relationship with someone else, because for all anyone knows, I am in a relationship and I'm keeping it a secret. Because it's like I say all the time, when something does start happening with my twin flame, I'll not be coming on here and telling people. Like, I hate lying. I hate the word hate too, but I don't like lying, but I'm also not stupid. Like, there's a lot of people that don't want that to happen in my life for whatever reason, you know. It's so, yeah, it's just protect your union. So, you know what I mean? If you have to head fuck to protect your private life, then absolutely. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I don't like playing games like that. I'm just very honest and open, and to me, that's just playing games. So somebody else needed to hear that very raw bit of info as well. Right. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Yeah, and look at how the girl's sort of looking away and the man, but you could be two women, you could be two men. It's like the divine feminine energy is kind of looking away and he's like looking towards. So I do feel there is, you know, it's the divine masculine needs to come forward to the divine feminine. And I do feel it is because, and I know this because, well, I'm Aries, and I've got lots of Aries clients, and anybody that channels that I'm drawn to on the Twinflame journey, a lot of them are Aries as well, and I resonate very strongly with. It's basically, divine feminine is not going to go forward to divine masculine, not because of pride or ego, because they've done it in the past. It's more because they don't know what the situation there is. And if people are respectful, which most people are, it's like, you know, twin flames respect each other's boundaries, unlike karmic partners. And a friend of mine actually said that recently too. And it's kind of like, yeah, like, you know, they're not going to come forward, A, if they've been rejected in the past, but B, if they don't know what's going on there, because, you know, nobody wants to kind of get shut down or, you know, kind of ghosted again, or, yeah, so that's why basically, oh God, this is really fucking hell. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's kind of like it is the divine masculine's place to come forward, but I do feel a lot of divine masculines being very reluctant because they feel like they're going to get shut down. But being on this journey myself and helping a lot of other twins on this journey, that isn't going to happen. A lot of twins that I know, myself included, they don't want to have a big long chat about the past and the way in which you've hurt them or they've hurt you and all of that. Yeah, that needs to come at some point, but most people just want to have the chat, draw a line in the sand and move forward. And because you just understand what the journey is all about. But you got to appreciate your twin flames confused and needs to understand, and they may want to talk a lot. That's what I'm sensing is where it might have been one twin was more in the kind of sexual energy and desiring and just wanting to keep it lighthearted, and the other one was more in their feelings and feeling this love, and there'd be a disconnect there at some point or more recently. It's like the energies have kind of switched a bit. And so the divine feminine may just want to be like, yeah, feeling the, you know, consummating the connection or, you know, wanting the intimacy, even if that is just cuddling or just, you know, especially if it's been a long time. That's because they're in cuddling, isn't it? And the divine masculine, I feel, really wants to talk about their feelings. So you need to find some sort of compromise, right? So, my God, this is a lot longer than I want it to be, but whatever. Right. So what else do we need? Fuck. Look at this. Yeah. So awaiting results. Awaiting results. Yeah. And this is in the physical. So again, divine feminine word, this is, you know, awaiting results in the physical, because they know that this balance is coming about. They know because for a lot of Aries placements, because this is for Aries, that union of the merge, the soul merge has happened. Because look at this, like the two people are, you know, merging into one. That has already happened in the spiritual. So there's a lot of weird dreams going on. There's a lot of the telepathic communication is stronger than ever, although it always has been to the divine feminine anyway. But it has been to the divine masculine too. It's just there'll be even more up to it. Actually, shit, that's really meaningful. I paused the music channel, it's on mute. I don't know if it is, you know, I'm going to mute it now. But it's on the one that got away. So that feels very significant as well. So I'm going to take that as that's divine feminine in the physical, divine masculine in the physical. Good Lord. Whether you're a man or a woman or whatever you identify as in the physical, because the red borders of the physical is ready to open up. So this certainly is a Mercury direct. Again, this isn't going to resonate for everyone, but it certainly is a story unfolding here. They're ready to open up, yeah, but it's going to be hard for them. So be kind. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. I can't need to check my phone. I'm only joking. And anyway, even if it was, I'd be like, no, this is my mum. Reach out. Good Lord. So again, although this is two women, you know, because I know a lot of same-sex twin flames, but this is more like the divine masculine. Again, whether you're a man or a woman, divine masculine energy knows they need to open up in the physical, and this is also a physical card, and knows they need to reach out. So it's just a matter of time. I think it's time, but some are refusing to see. So this is why I'm saying, although that's exciting, and I am Aries, it's more, you'll know if this is for you. Well, I guess you'll soon find out if it was for you, and let us know if you're in a situation where you're like, yeah, shit, I'm going to tell the world. I don't need to keep it a secret. Whatever your situation is, it tends to not be that at first though, because some are refusing to see. So they know they need to open up, they know they need to reach out, but they're just ignoring it. But that's on the subconscious. So maybe that will change, right? Anyway, so, but for some they're ready to. So we message for whoever that was for. What do they want to say to you? I know that I crossed the line with you. So yeah, whatever has went on there, they know they crossed the line with you. They know they may have left it too long. They may have, I'm getting a real sense of like someone in a twin flame connection, kind of them always having a feeling that you know, that with that song being on, the one that got away, like, because in that video it starts off where Katy Perry's an old lady and she's coming in, and you know the husband is saying, you know, did you have a good day or something? She's like, yeah, and she's daydreaming about the one that got away. So that's what I'm saying. It's interesting that I'm sharing that story about someone that was told a timeline where it sounded all very depressing, that, you know, oh yeah, your twin flame's going to love you from afar. You know, you're their true love, but they're not going to do anything about it. They're going to stay in a family of their own, unhappy, and you're going to then settle for someone else and have your own family. And I could see you getting together further down the line, you know, later in life. And I was just kind of like, no, you know what I mean? When someone told me that, I was like, you know, it's no thanks, because it's only a timeline. If you don't want that to happen, then don't let it happen. But again, people's free wills. It all sounds very depressing to me. But then, like what was sharing about what was said to me once about, it's been said to many people actually, that they'll only come forward once they see they've fucked it, like you're with someone else. But that's totally fucked up. Yeah, so many things remind me of you. I lost myself for a little while. So we do need to cap this somewhere. So yeah, they know that they crossed the line. Like I say, I really do get a sense of somebody kind of wanting to sort of play the field a bit. And, you know, again, although a lot of people could be like, oh, player and all of that. Yeah, you could say that. But, you know, I kind of think that, you know, when we're young, it's good to do that. And it is actually good to be apart from somebody that you got strong feelings from for a while, if you can handle it. Because, yeah, it is painful when, you know, seeing somebody you love in a relationship with someone else. But in twin flame dynamics, one person at least, but sometimes both people have to experience what they don't want to realize what they really do want. And then when you get that person back, you know it's solid and they're not going anywhere because they've been there, done that with a t-shirt, and they just, so that's what I mean. It's just about to come forward. It takes a lot to be like I've realized like how I feel about you, and like, can we make a go of this? It takes a lot of courage to do that. But unfortunately, a lot of divine masculines won't do it. So don't be that guy or woman if that's you. We need to let each other go. See? Yeah. So it's like there's a real sort of depressing, very South Node and Scorpio energy I'm tuning in here. So yeah, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Yeah. So there's a lot of shit going on there. So right, anyway. Ascension message to pull it away from the love for a bit. What else do we need to know about what I'm picking up on? Miracles are in the air. 39 could be a significant age. You could be 39. Something significant could be coming about at 39. That better fucking not be for me because I'm 38 this year. So but you see, it could be that you know, you're with your twin flame by 39 and everything's hunky-dory. Infinite potential, manifestation, vortex. Yep, see, that'll be manifested by then because the new earth needs twin flames together to send that healing out. What else do you need to know? Yeah, yes, just say yes. Just say yes. If you are the person that needs to take action towards your twin flame, just say yes, live a little. As long as you feel in your heart that that person's your twin flame, they want that too. Just say yes. If you are the twin flame that is someone's moving towards you, don't play games. Don't cut your nose off, spite your face. Don't leave the message sitting there hours and hours if you're hanging about doing nothing. Like, it's, you know, yeah, you don't need to respond right away, but, you know, and sometimes, you know, people might be working or something, but if that is what you want to, realize that it's not about, well, you've done that to me, I'm going to do this to you. It is an actual process that you're going through. Your soul chose it. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. You could be feeling very tired at this transit with the Mercury retrograde, you know, the switch, it can be all very exhausting. Messenger, but again, see messages coming, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance, and that's beautiful when we had that card about the, I've put it back now, but the merge of the masculine and feminine. Right, this is longer than I wanted it to be, but that's fine. I'll just have to make the other ones longer to make it fair. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whoever this resonates with, whether you were the person that this was for or this is for your person, but again, it's about both. Please like, please comment, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Join our big long live streams if you haven't joined one of them, and you can chat live. Maybe next time I'll actually film these live, but I think it's better to do it unlisted because I'd get distracted in the chat. But that was juicy, and we'll see you later.